Pavlov's classical conditioning. At the end of the module, the students should be able to 1. Explain how behaviors are learned according to the Pavlovian and Watsonian theories. 2. Discuss the salient process and phenomena of the Pavlovian and Watsonian theories. 3. Cite classroom application. Pavlovian conditioning. In the parlance of psychology, behaviorism is concerned with the behavioral changes and the role of the environment in these changes. Behaviorism claim that nurture is crucial in the process of acquiring knowledge. Packet 2017. One known behaviorist is John B. Watson, 1982, who writes that the ultimate goal of behaviorism is to derive laws to explain the relationship existing among antecedent conditions. Stimuli. Behaviorism responses. The following conditions plus rewards, punishment, or neutral effects. The theory of behaviorism may be dictamized into association. The name Ivan Pavlov 1949-1936 ring a bell within the context of the association theory in behaviorism. Pavlov was a psychologist who, out of serendipity, discovered classical conditioning. In 1904, he won the Nobel Prize for his outstanding studies on the physiology of digestion. He spent the rest of his life studying reflexes of dogs, which led him to the discovery of classical conditioning, also known as the association theory. Still recognized as an essential parcel of contemporary psychological knowledge, and classical conditioning has become the basis for many early. In his discovery, Pavlov found out that the sight of food does not only trigger the salivation of the dog, but any other stimulus may result is influenced by associating the steps of the attendant with the food chunk. 2012. Pavlovian conditioning in a nutshell. The theory of Pavlovian conditioning involves a set of multi-layered procedures. Initially, the food is called the unconditioned stimulus, opening parenthesis, UCS closing parenthesis. In psychology, any environmental event that affect the organism is called stimulus. The food is an unconditioned stimulus because it leads to, and dog is referred to as the euchre. The yucks are considered unlearned. Stimulus response unites termed as reflexes. Conditioning the dog requires recurrent presentation of a neutral stimulus paired with the yucks. For instance, the buzzer was sounded repeatedly, but caused no dog salivation at all. However, when the buzzer, for instance, the buzzer came with the food, the dog salivated. Later, by just hearing the buzzer, the dog salivated. The buzzer is now called a conditioned stimulus. CS that elicited the salivation of the dog, now term a condition. When applied in the classroom, the use of a pointer or stick to whip unruly learners in the class may affect other pupils. They may associate the stick with whipping, thus triggering fear. Later, merely hearing or seeing a stick in a class may elicit fear among them. This stick is why expert educators in the country suggest that classroom teachers should avoid using the stick as pointers. Instead, they are advised to use their open palm to pointing words on the chalkboard that can make an unconditioned response to the source of the cause. Other phenomena in classical conditioning. According to Bhutan and Moody 2004, when the CS is repeatedly reinforced, that is, without the yucks, the CR will eventually diminish in intensity and effect. This phenomenon is called extinction recovery. After extinction phenomenon is termed spontaneous recovery. This means that extinction does not completely involve unlearning of the pairing. Reddish et al. 2018. Generalization is another phenomenon in Pavlovian classical conditioning. When the dog salivates by just merely hearing the buzzer, it is likely to elicit similar CS when it is likely to elicit similar or any devices with quite a similar sound. Harris, 200, however, pointed out that the more different the new stimulus to the CS, the lesser generalization surfaces.